Are debt consolidation loans a good thing or a bad thing? Now, the first thing is this, guys. As you guys know, they have pros, they have cons. However, everyone always says, Tommy, how can it be bad if you have a lower minimum payment, you have a lower APR, and on top of that, you're only paying one person? So how can it possibly be a bad thing, a trap? And how can you say that it's actually better to actually just pay off your credit cards faster? Now, in this video, I'm going to answer all those questions if it's legit, not legit, if it benefits you, or if it doesn't benefit you, and it only benefits the company. Now, on top of that, guys, if you guys don't know me, my name is TommyBryson. I'm an accountant, and I upload videos on YouTube every single day. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell to get notified. And on top of that, do me a favor and smash the like button. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And here is a question for you guys, okay? How much do you currently owe in debt? And have you gotten a letter in the mail talking about a debt consolidation offer where you might give you $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 just so you can pay off your debts, and then you just pay one person, one party at a lower APR? Have you gotten any letters like these in the past? Now, if you ask me, Tommy, what do you think about it? The answer is, I've gotten letters myself, okay? I get letters every single week because I currently owe around $13,000 in credit card debt. I pay no interest though. However, they always message me telling me, Tommy, you know, we'll give you a 5.69% APR or a 7% APR, a 12%, 19%. The point is the APR is going to be lower than your credit card, and that way you actually end up saving money. Well, in this video, we're going to find out if it's actually a legit offer or a bad offer or just upright a scam offer. Okay, now let's start breaking down every single aspect when it comes to the pros and the cons of getting yourself a debt consolidation loan, not just by the lending club, okay, not just by these people, but also by other companies. Now, the first pro that I want to talk about and I want to break down on this channel, guys, well, it's all about the concept of, Tommy, the main pro is I'm going to have a low monthly payment. Now, this is what I call marketing. Okay, the marketing is, well, Tommy, if you owe $10,000, well, you'll only have, well, guys, you know, I love something called math. So let's do math in this video. Now, simple math, by the way, not algorithmic and all that fancy stuff. No, simple math. So, for example, if I owe around $10,000 in credit card debt, which is not true, I actually owe more, and I pay 0 APR. Now, if I owe $10,000 and I say, Tommy, well, you know, we're going to give you, this is a legit offer, by the way. It's not me making it up. We're going to give you 36 months to pay it off, maybe 60 months to pay it off, maybe 12 months to pay it off. Well, and you can actually pay it off at a lower rate without having to worry about all this high APR. Well, let's do 36 months, okay? This is the average, okay? So if we do divided by 36 payments, well, the average is around $277 every single month. Now, it sounds very low compared to having one minimum payment over here, one here, one here, one here. And before you know it, all these credit cards add up to over $300 minimum payments, and you will be stuck with it for the next 13 years. By the way, I've gotten credit card statements saying, Tommy, just keep paying it off like this, and you'll be done in the next 13 years, and you won't really have to pay that much interest. I'm like, are you crazy? You're saying I have to go 13 years owing you $3,000? Are you insane? The answer is I never do that. Now, here's why this is so important, okay? I won't talk about the negative just yet, but mainly, guys, the whole point is you have a low minimum payment because you get the opportunity to actually pay off maybe in 36 months, 3 years, or 60 months, maybe 5 years. So, for example, $10,000 that you owe currently, okay, divided by 60 months, well, that means that you have to pay around $166 every single month. Divided by 4, well, that's only around $41. By the way, guys, just so you guys know here, in these offers you get, there's always a very little fine print all the way at the bottom here. And it says, let me read it to you guys here, okay? It says 583,000 people have joined Lending Club, and they've actually gotten an average of around $14,714.10 when it comes to credit card refinancing. For example, if the average person gets $14,000 and they pay it off, say, in 60 months, 5 years, divided by 60 months, well, the lower payment is around like $266 every single month. Divided by 4 every single week, that's only around $60. That is no big deal. It sounds very manageable. So that's the main point when we talk about the low minimum payment. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is, Tommy, what about the low APR? You know, I have a credit card, and for example, with my credit card right here, with Discover, well, I'm paying around, you know, I think it's like 25% or like 20% or so. And I have another credit card that's charging me around 27%. And I even had credit cards in the past that charged me around 35%. So when you compare 20, 16, 25, 35% compared to getting maybe, let's say, 5%, 6%, 7.99%, that sounds a lot better. By the way, I know about Tally offering, I think, around like 7.99% or like 6.99%. Well, the answer is it is extremely hard to actually qualify for that, which I will break down later on in the video. But for right now, I just want to go over the pros according to these companies, because again, when they send you these letters, guys, they also send you like all the pros right here. Tommy, this is so amazing, this is so great, listen to this, guys. Okay, well, the last thing is this, okay? We spoke about the low minimum payments. We spoke about the low APR, which is awesome, between 20% all the way down to like 5.69 or 95%. Not that bad at all. The last thing I want to talk about is, well, Tommy, I really like that I'm only going to have to pay one bill, one person, because I don't want to pay this credit card, that credit card, 5 credit cards, and before you know it, there's small minimum payments. However, they stay the same. They're not moving. And on top of that, I have to worry about like, hey, what if I didn't pay this one off, okay? What happens if now I have a late payment over here, you know? I get it. And that is called convenience. The convenience of saying like, hey, I only pay one person a low minimum payment, a lower APR, but I don't have to worry about multiple credit cards. And that sounds amazing if you ask me, okay? Just by the marketing, I would surely sign up for all this stuff. However, let's talk about the cons here, because everything has cons. You know that, I know that, so let's talk about it and let's actually break it down. Well, the first thing is this, guys. All the cons to loan consolidations are exactly what all the pros actually are. What do you mean, Tommy? The pros are great. So what do you mean that I'm actually losing by these pros? Is just marketing? The answer is yeah, it is just marketing. And I'm going to break it down for you guys right here with something called math and also statistics, okay? Statistics and also just reading the fine print like I love to do and all these documents, okay? Now, the first pro I told you guys about was basically, Tommy, I get a very low minimum payment. Now, what a low minimum payment means to a lot of people is basically, you know, convenience and the ability to pay it off without having to worry about like getting $500 every single month to pay off your debt, okay? I get that. I understand that. Trust me, I do. However, let's talk about it, okay? Well, if in reality, you're paying off your $10,000 debt, you know, in 5 years, which is literally like 60 months, well, it sounds a lot better, okay? 166 versus having 5,000 here, maybe like 2,000 here, blah, blah, blah. That sounds kind of like crazy, right? So many credit cards with so many debts. Now, that sounds amazing. Now, the con is that you're kind of stuck for 5 years paying off this debt. And you might say, Tommy, well, I can always pay it off early. It's called prepayment, bro. The answer is, it is prepayment. You can do that. However, where the heck are you going to get such a large amount of money? Because you did just take everything, okay, and put it into one big loan. Where are you going to get all the money to just pay that back? The answer is you probably won't. Let's be honest, because it's such a big amount. And on top of that, it is a small, like, low minimum payment. But that's only because, again, we're just taking the overall amount you owe and dividing it by, say if they gave you 10 years, which is basically 12 times 10, 120 payments. Well, divided by 120 payments, well, that's only $83 a month. However, this $83 you have to pay every single month for the next 10 years. At what APR? I'm going to tell you guys later on in the video. Now, the concept is, a low minimum payment is usually not that good, especially when it comes to debt, because it probably means you're going to spend a long time paying this debt off, which means you're going to profit from you a lot from something called APR, called interest. Now, Tommy, talk to me about the APR, because the APR is not that bad, 6 to 9%, all the way to 20%. However, it is lower than my credit card. The answer is yes, it is. But the con is, guys, again, math and the fine print will always save us. In these offers, they also mention this. Well, here we go, guys. I'm going to read it to you guys right now, okay? Guys, here we go. 583,000 people have signed up for the lending club, and the average person gets around $14,714 at an average APR of around 19.57%. Now, Tommy, what do you make? What are you saying? You know, you said 19.57%. I thought it was gonna be like 6% or 9%. The average is only 19%. That is very high. The answer is it is high. Now here's why, guys. The average person that owes a lot of debt, has a lot of debt, usually their credit utilization is up because they owe so much money, which is not a good thing, okay? Now, when this happens and you go into one of these loans, if they do give you 19%, that is not that great. So for example, guys, if they told you, hey, you're gonna be paying, for example, $1,000 for 5 years divided by 60 months, however, they're gonna charge you 19%, well, you know, $10,000 and 90% every single year, okay, times it by 0.19, that means that every single year they're gonna charge you around $1,900. That is not that great. So when you divide this by 12, every single month they're gonna charge you around $158 in interest. Now, here's why these documents right here sound so great and so interesting. It means that when they say, hey Tommy, we're gonna give you 60 months to pay off $10,000 and you're only gonna pay around $204 towards it, including the capital and also including the interest. Well, it means that this entire marketing tactic right here is not true, because it's actually at around 4%. I'm gonna do the math right here for you guys, okay? So for example, if they give you 60 months to pay $10,000 a year divided by 60 months, the payment is around $166 every single month, okay? Now, on top of that, guys, let's do the math here. On top of that $166, well, they're saying I'm only gonna pay around $204. So when I minus $166 minus $204, it means I'm gonna pay around like $37 every single month in interest. 37 times 12. That's the annually. Well, it means that when I divide this number right here by $10,000, that's around 4%. Now, Tommy, why, or 5%? Tommy, why is this number so important? The answer is this number is important because this is not true. It's not true at all. There's no way they're gonna accept a loan of this magnitude for around 4 to 5%. Now, here's why. I'm not saying it. You're not saying it. The statistics are saying it. The average customer is at 19.57%, while the average credit card is only 24.77%. So that means that you're only saving an average of 5% over the average person, and the average person signing up for this stuff obviously doesn't have the best credit score out there. Now, the last con is this, guys. Before I go here, I'm out of time. It's that, hey, Tommy, I'm only going to be paying one person, which I really appreciate and I really like. The answer is, yes, you'll only be paying one person. However, they're the one winning because we just like paid off all your debts. And now you're just paying this one person a big lump sum at a very high APR, if you ask me. So now you go from having $10,000 divided between 5 accounts, $2,000, $2,000, $2,000, $2,000, $2,000. Now you only pay one person $10,000, which means it's a lot harder to you actually to refinance that until you get money to pay it off in full. Extremely hard if you ask me. So Tommy, what do you think about this? Is it legit? Is it not legit? The answer is that the average person, this probably won't make any sense for you whatsoever. So what I recommend is this, okay? Keep your credit cards and do something called the avalanche method. I'm going to link a video down below to how to pay your credit card off very fast. Now, if you have almost a perfect credit score and you want to get rid of your debts, which is increasingly very rare, well, it might do you good to register and sign up and maybe get like 7.99%, but the odds of that actually happening are very slim to none. Because again, the fine print says it right here. The statistics says it out there also. Everything is going against you. So what I recommend is you do is pay off your credit cards using the method linked down below. So comment down below, guys, and let me know, what do you think about debt consolidation loans now? Do you like them? Do you not like them? Comment down below. Let me know. By the way, low minimum payment, low APR, pay one person. Those are all called buzzwords to actually make you think like, oh my gosh, this is so awesome. The answer is it probably isn't for you. For the average person, it probably isn't. For me, it isn't. For most people out there, it actually isn't. It's just marketing, and it's very smart marketing if you ask me. Now, guys, comment down below, guys, and let me know, what do you think about this entire thing? Do you think it's cool? You think it's not cool? Pros and cons, comment down below. Let me know. And as always, if you enjoy this video, like the video, really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get notified. And if you want to talk to me one-on-one, uno, just DM me on Instagram, TommyBryson. And on top of that, if you want to watch that video on how to pay off your credit card debt fast, watch this video right here, because again, I owe around $30,000, $13,000. I'm gonna pay it off in 6 months. Okay, take this video out right here. Not 5 years, only 6 months. Check this video out right here. Subscribe to the channel right here, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and as always, peace.